Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into the MLB action as we kick off the new week. Monday, July 7th, I'm going to break down the card. A little bit of a shorter slate in terms of the games that we do have. We saw some exciting baseball this past weekend, and I hope you all had a great 4th of July holiday. Myself, I was doing some traveling, but we are back, ready to roll, and let's get into the best bets. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. We will break down the MLB picks each and every single day, so I appreciate all of you guys that do have that notification bell turned on and that tune in each and every single day. And also my channel members out there, thank you for the continued support. Let's get into the MLB action, and we are going to use Outlier to break this all down. For those of you that do not use Outlier, if you want to try a new platform and one of my favorite betting tools in the industry, there is a link down below in the description where you will receive a 7-day free trial. Use it, find the best numbers available, find the edges out there. It does help you within the prop markets especially. And if you want to get signed up, 7-day free trial, links down below, cancel anytime. All right, so let's look into the first game that we are leading off with, and this is a doozy if you do want to talk about the matchup we have between the Rays and the Tigers. The Tigers, fresh off a win against the Guardians, who pretty much delivered a horrible beat for anybody who did have the under with Skubal and Gavin Williams pitching. Went to extra innings, and then the Detroit Tigers ended up scoring, I believe it was in the top frame of the 11th. That really just kind of frankly exploded over the total. That's one of the downfalls with that ghost runner on second base. A bad beat that we did see, but we won the bet within the Tigers. If you were a Tigers moneyline backer with Skubal, that was some interesting in-game opportunities as well. Okay, but looking into this game, we get Shane Baz, 8-3 on the year, 4.33 ERA. And I got to tell you guys, the Rays are a team that 49-41 on the year. They've been kind of hot and cold, okay? They were a team that we backed pretty readily, and it was almost a standard for me for a while when they were on that streak. We had a lot of great numbers within the Tampa Bay Rays. For this one, though, I think the Tigers do have the momentum. They are a short home dog, all right, plus 105 for Detroit, 57-34. Firm grasp on that AL Central crown right now as it currently stands within the standings. But I do think this is something where, yes, Shane Baz will pitch well. I just think that Detroit at home, there is a very solid chance that we do get a lot of runs as well. So I do like the Tigers here at a plus 105 underdog roll. Not an official bet, but I do lean Tigers in this spot. Next game, we talk about Colorado and Boston. I will have an official play in this one. This is where we get Fitz going against Austin Gomber, okay? And as we look at this one, guys, one thing for the Red Sox is if we want to talk Red Sox numbers, well, here it is. You can kind of look over their last 7 days. They have been playing some great baseball, okay? 6-4. They've won 4 out of their last 5. 6-4 against Washington. They did a 3-game sweep against the Nats. And in those games, they scored 6, 10, and 11 respectively. So I do look for Boston to continue that success. I think they'll have their way going against Fitz. 0-3 on the year, 4.5 ERA. We're going to take a bet in this game over 5.5 runs for the Red Sox at a minus 111 price. I like that Red Sox team total at home. Hopefully the bats stay hot. We cash that ticket, and that's what I'll be playing 7-10 first pitch. Next game, Marlins and Reds. A little quick rundown on this one. The Marlins, looking at their statistics as of recent, kind of a sleepy little team here, okay? And it's something that you wouldn't expect, but the Marlins are 40-48 on the season, okay? So taking that into consideration. Also, I do want to talk about kind of what we've been seeing from a offensive standpoint here, okay, and dating back the last week, the Marlins, all right, top 10 in the MLB in terms of batting average, 272 batting average to go alongside what they've been able to do. They've been able to hit the baseball, okay, so I do think that when we look at kind of junk going against Brady Singer, I just think that maybe the Reds don't score as much at home. I think that the Marlins could get to Singer, and I think that the Marlins there, they got a good righty there, young righty within Junk. I could definitely see the Marlins kind of sneakily winning this game. I think the odds makers agree with me too, as we see a plus 114 number here, or plus 116, I should say, on the money line. So I do kind of lend towards the conversation of the Marlins here, but no official play for me in this game. Next one, Pirates and Royals. We will have an official play in this. This is where we get Andrew Heaney going against Cameron. Now, as these records are concerned for these pitchers, not too good. All right, 4-7 and 2-4 respectively. However, if you have been watching the Pittsburgh Pirates play baseball in the last few days, this is one where they cannot hit the baseball, okay? And it absolutely is a travesty for what Paul Skeens is able to do. Basically going against Seattle, they did not score one run. First time ever in MLB history for the Seattle Mariners to complete a sweep, a scoreless sweep, mind you, as they won 1-1 in 2 consecutive games, or 1-0 2 consecutive games, and 6-0 in that first matchup against the Pirates. They were at home. The ball definitely does not travel as well. That is a pitcher-friendly ballpark, but I just definitely think that as we look at this game, I just don't know where the runs are going to come from, okay? So we're going to take a bet on the under 9 at -115. Quite frankly, I don't even really care who the pitchers are. This is a play. I looked into the Pirates team total, but I just think that the Kansas City has a little bit of offensive woes as well. And I think that does continue as the Royals just really struggling to hit the baseball. They did have an impressive 9-run performance against the Diamondbacks over the weekend on July 4th. But July 4th for me, guys, I do play a lot of overs, and that's kind of where I consider that one an outlier. I just don't really see a world that this game goes over 8 runs. So let's take the under, okay, the under in this spot. That's where we're going to find the Pirates, Kansas City Royals, under 9 at -115. Best number available at BetMGM. Okay, going up the board a little bit, we're going to talk Toronto and Chicago. We get Jose Berrios going against Burke for the White Sox. Now, this is another game where the White Sox have been kind of sneakily playing some decent baseball. Nothing really too impressive. The White Sox 20th in the last week in MLB for batting average. But I think the Blue Jays are the big storyline here, okay? I just look at them and winning 9 out of their last 10 games. It's really hard not to turn down a -165 price for the Blue Jays on the money line. I know they're on the road. You want to talk about kind of what's going on in terms of the wind that we're faced with. The wind will be blowing slightly out the right, almost 10-mile-per-hour wind, but it is a little bit of a side cross wind, but we do see the wind still blowing out into Windy City. So I do like the fact that the Blue Jays bats, I think, will be scoring. 8.5 personally is a little too low for a total. I would lean over that total 8.5. One thing to note is that the Blue Jays have not scored 9 runs in 3 consecutive games. I do see this trend kind of coming to an end. So I do like the Blue Jays to win, and I like this one a little bit higher scoring as well. Dodgers and Milwaukee, that'll be the next game we talk about. This is one where we do get a great pitching matchup. Yamamoto going against Freddie Peralta, okay? Now for the Dodgers here, -130 moneyline road favorites. Kind of the Brewers, they've been telling a story 50-40 as we look at kind of what they've been able to put together as well. We're going to talk about kind of their recency, as the Brewers have won 6 of their last 10. Dodgers have lost 3 straight. This is kind of a sneaky game for me in the Brew Crew. All right, I kind of like the Brewers here, +115 on the money line. No official play. Freddie Peralta making the All-Star team, and Yamamoto is one of those tough pitchers that, quite frankly, you either kind of get to him or you don't. And it's more of an unorthodox. A lot of these foreign pitchers that we do see kind of have that same trend. But as we look in kind of the matchup today, he hasn't faced Milwaukee on the season, so that does give me some pause, but it will be a slight lean towards the Brew Crew here, +115 on the money line. Next official play we will talk about, that will be the Guardians and the Houston Astros. Kind of way too cheap for me. The Guardians have lost 10 consecutive ball games, all right? Now they go play on the road, playing at Houston. We did see Hunter Brown get scratched from this start, but they still have a very good lefty going on the bump in Gordon. 3-1 on the year, 4.37 ERA. Going against BB, who, quite frankly, I just don't think will get it done. It's kind of too hot and cold for him. And I like the Astros, the way they're swinging the bat right now. I like the Astros -135. I actually don't even mind them on a run line or even an alternate run line. Taking the Astros -2.5. Astros team total. I think they get this one done. So I will lay the -135 money line with the Astros. But the official bet for the channel, not to bat in the 9th inning. Great value here, +100, even odds. We'll take the Astros to not bat in the 9th. That is only offered in DraftKings, to my knowledge. So keep that one in mind. But we will go Houston not to bat in the 9th as my 3rd official play for the day. Rangers and Angels, another great pitching matchup. Kikuchi has been hot as of late. DeGrom, conversely, 9-2 on the year, 2.13 ERA. Kind of going to be interesting to see if he potentially could get moved. Would love to see Jacob DeGrom in a Dodgers uniform as they look to solidify the front end of that rotation. But for me, guys, this is one where you look at the Rangers here, minus 135 money line favorites. It's kind of hard not to back that with DeGrom pitching. He doesn't have that velocity that we're all used to, but he's still getting up there in the high 90s and at 2.13 ERA going against the Angels. For me, guys, I think this one's a bad number. I think the Angels should be a little bit more so underdogs in this game. Kikuchi, 3-6 on the year, kind of tells a better story as well. So you can kind of look into the Rangers getting this one done on the money line, minus 135. Cheap road price, in my opinion. Not an official play, but a kind of a stronger lean in that category. Diamondbacks and Padres, as we have 2 games left to talk about. Zach Gallen on the bump going against Yu Darvish, and Yu Darvish returns. This is kind of where, we're kind of used to that with him in his career, okay? And you can kind of see he's making his first start of 2025. And, it's like I said, it's all kind of the same story for Yu Darvish, right? He's always dealt with injuries in his career. And as we look at the Padres here, minus 122, don't know how much of a leash he's going to have, how deep he'll go into the ball game. But the Padres, if you want to talk about them, play one good game, one bad game, right? There's no consistency. The Diamondbacks have lost 7 of their last 10 games as well. It would be a lean towards the Padres, but I just want to see Darvish get a start under his belt before we back him. So we're going to pass on this game, but I do think the player props will be live as well. A lot of offense that I would expect between Gallen and Darvish, okay? Last game on the card that we're going to talk about is the Phillies-Giants. We do have a Christopher Sanchez going against Raup for the Giants. Philly fresh off a, not a walk-off, but it was a home run that kind of sealed the deal in the bottom frame of the 8th inning. I think that the Philadelphia Phillies are live here, minus 134, a little bit of a cheaper price on the road. I do think they have the best pitcher in this matchup as well as the better lineup. So if I was going to bet this, I would lay it with Philly on the road at a short money line price, okay? So that'll wrap it up. That is my rundown. Those are my best bets. We'll recap that for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. If you are not subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. The 3 plays for the day. We're going to go with the Red Sox over 5.5 team total. Kansas City and Pittsburgh, we're going to go under the total of 9, and Houston plus 100 to not bat in the 9th inning on DK. Okay. Good luck on your picks. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy it and have a great rest of your day. Cheers.